Hello, welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We are continuing our Mortalen playthrough here, and we are still at war. And we will be for the foreseeable future because we only have -5 war weariness, and we now once again have some troops. It's not a ton, but it's some. Did they wipe out this planet? Not yet. They are getting close. Alright, we just landed, so hopefully we can take these guys out before they do too much damage. They were getting close to wiping this out. Alright, reinforced point shields we got back. Hopefully our population will recover and the damage will repair. Oh, that's a pretty big fleet. Alright, we gotta go somewhere else with these guys, otherwise they're gonna get attacked. And it's not gonna go very well for us. Alright, so we did research some more tech, diplomacy tech that's helping offset the colony bombardments that we've done. Hopefully, the Ignatia Order stays happy with us. No, they're not happy with us, but stays happier with us. Because I cannot afford a war on that front right now. Alright, we said we were going to come over here and take this planet, so let's start making our way over here. And really, I shouldn't do that until let's refuel at this planet, and you guys fuel at this planet. Oh, you're all together in the same. Alright, so it looks like we did not make it away in time. Hoping we would. Oh, this is partially an attack fleet. Alright, well, let's try to jump up here and save the day if we can. Would hate to lose my troops yet again. Alright, come on, jump up there. Hurry up. Alright, there they go. That's what I like to see. Overwhelming power. Just decimating them. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is taking out their entire fleet. Alright, there's the big ship gone. Yeah, they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna jump away. The right choice. Very nice. Alright, so 4 years away for advanced research. Probably at this stage, it's worth doing to knock it off the list and make everything else, 20 to 30% faster. Because there's really not much else we have that's under 2 years at this point. We do heavy bombers. All right, we'll queue all this up. Better hyperfusion reactors would be good. Getting to 0 point energy would be better, but that's still a ways away. You know, it is something that I thought about but didn't actually do yet. I looked at, between episodes, the government, and there is a Way of Darkness government that is just straight improvement across the board on everything except for tourism income, which we look at our economy and we look at tourism income, it's a very small amount compared to the colony tax and all the rest of the stuff. So really not a huge part of our economy overall. So I'm feeling like that might be the way to go. I'm not going to do it in the middle of war. I think that would be a little risky, but I will do it not at war. All right, where? Oh, did I send these guys over here? I didn't mean to do that. Ah, crap. No, you guys were supposed to take Usul back. This is where you were supposed to go. Alright, let's try to mop this guy up, and then... These guys can take a beating. Alright, don't retreat, you coward. Colonize the planet. It's fine. You'll be fine. Alright, so one fleet should be sufficient. Let's go ahead and refuel at this planet. We should have... Yeah, we have plenty of fuel around here. We've not looked at mining stations in a while. Guessing we still have a decent chunk of those to build. The story with this anyway. How are our construction ships? We're down to 22. So I feel like we probably need to build at least 10 more of those. They get destroyed fairly easily. Let's just refuel all our ships at this planet here. The wrong choice. Alright, now this planet we know is rough. But a lot of it's because of the damage. So as the damage repairs, it should be fine. How did that guy get away? Well, he's not going to stay away. We managed to capture it. Look at that. So he actually does have a slightly improved system with the hyper deny. Artifact we have so we're getting artifacts for every one of those vaults we open. Alright, so concealment, crystal, biowarfare research. We could do a research agreement with the Regine Alliance. Alright, these guys are repaired up enough. Once we finish wiping out their ships, let's go ahead and jump away. Let's go clean this out so that we can take this over. Oh, why are they coming over here? I've explicitly told them to go over here. Well, I guess if the majority of you are in this general area, let's come here and refuel. All right, another research breakthrough. That's always good. We're starting to get some money, so I think we need to build another fleet. Probably not another invasion one right now. Probably, I'm thinking another attack fleet. And then we'll make this the home planet for that fleet, so it eventually end up over here. All right, so you should be cleaning this out. All right, let's bombard this planet. Try to wipe out some of the defenses and troops. All right, that should be sufficient. We'll take out this orbital battery. Overshot it. Unfortunate. All right, let's get over here. New colony founded. I will take that. Got some Hakonish over here. Very nice. Top our fleet off here. All right, we're gonna set these guys to attack. I'm gonna try to let the AI do a little more. Right, I don't know where this guy's at, but he doesn't have any actual troops on him anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Oh, that guy's pretty beefy. All right, let's make our way over here and then go invade this planet. And then this one's a no-brainer because it's just a outpost. Another research breakthrough. I will take that. All right, if we look at our colonies and we look by, I don't know, I'm going to sort by revenue. Are there any other buildings we could build? Not really. All right, this guy, I'm guessing we can crash research. 2.3 million. I'll spend it. Probably worth it. What are you guys doing over here? I mean, we explicitly told you to go here. Are you not able to jump? Yeah, let's just destroy all their ships so they stop distracting you. Because, like, a good portion of my troops are on this one transport. Isn't moving for whatever reason. it's captured. So now, are we good? All right, I think all the troops that matter are here. So let's invade. Oh yeah, we should have this no problem. We lost the colony. Oh, it was an outpost. Well, that's fine. All right, let's invade the planet. Take it back. With any luck, we should be able to do that. Ah, crap. Where's this at? All right, we got to get over there as fast as possible. If anything, just to trap him on this planet. Let's go invade this planet now. Playing whack-a-mole here a little bit. Hopefully we can get over there quick enough. I think we can. All right, we'll load our troops back up, and then we will hopefully head out. Where's the next purple planet? Bis, Vulcan, and Deardan 1, which is the one they just took. So Erd Abana 1. So that's one of these planets. Erd Abana. Oh, that's the one they took, and I took it back. Got it. It's not counting anymore. These guys are just trapped by the gravity well. I think I needed to start getting some defensive fleets down here, but I'm running a little low on cash, so can't do that quite yet. We do have them trapped, all the troops trapped on this planet, which is kind of great. Because now as they fly in, I could just destroy them. All right, we win these by a lot, apparently. Oh, yeah. All right, so they got a bunch of troops that are trapped that they cannot do anything with. And over here, it looks like we are repairing some stuff. I'm hoping we're building some troops somewhere in this general area. Does not appear to be the case. We need some, though. Well, they foolishly jumped right into the lion's den. How did he escape with 4 hull points left? That makes no sense to me. Well, you keep sending people over here to pick them up, and I'll keep destroying them. Alright, so I think I scooped up all the troops that I'm going to over here. Are they going after my capital? I'm gonna switch these guys to auto invade. See how they behave. Maybe they'll scoop up some troops over here. Alright, so this is the only other planet in the system. Problem is, the minute I bombard this, it's going to destroy the entire planet. Because it has, like, no population. Yeah, I just don't see this ending well. Let's go invade this planet. It's pretty weak. It's got almost no population left. If I can hit it while it's really, really low and no facilities, hopefully we can take it. Research unlocked for all empires. Our research breakthrough has led to a discovery. Psychic energy manipulation, genetic engineering, biowarfare. Well, we knew that. We are annihilating a good chunk of these. Perfect. I don't really want to bombard again because I feel like I'm going to wipe out the planet. So hopefully our invasion fleet gets over here relatively quick. Looks like it's almost there. And you guys will not leave this poor planet alone. Oh, we're taking it out. Alright, so we can take out a carrier with just our interceptors and bombers. Alright, why are you jumping away? You're supposed to be invading a planet. Getting jump blocked. Must be by this thing. Alright, hopefully we'll take this thing out and then we'll stop being jump blocked. Alright, sweet. Should be that. Where did they go? Why? Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad. Alright, so let's get back by this planet. Nobody should be jump blocked anymore. Please make your way back over here. Alright, you should be jumping by now. They are just moseying along, taking their time. Kind of infuriating. It just says they've been they're queuing up to jump, but they're not actually jumping. I think they get bugged out a little bit when they get the gravity well put on them, but then they, you know, the ship that had it got destroyed. I think it's still treating it as if they're stuck. Alright, let's get the other fleet over here and clear these guys out if we can. This is really infuriating because I wanted to invade this planet while the troops were weakened. Then again, I guess none of these guys have troops on them, so that probably would have been fine. Alright, just barely enough population. But we pulled it off. Alright, Erd Ibana 1, Bis, and Vulcan. Vulcan we know. Bis, I don't know where that's at. That seems like a pretty sizable planet. So let's try to find that. A long way from home over here. Right, I don't know where Bis is at. I don't see it in the list here. Too bad I can't like click on them. Nah, that doesn't help. I don't think there's any like search functionality that I'm aware of that would help me to like, find these. Oh, this guy's actually really close. I hit stop just as they were starting to queue up another mission. Looks like we're gonna try to do some capture in here. I don't know why, but seems like that's what it's trying to do. Well, if they're coming here, that one's well defended. I'm kind of kicking my tires a little bit here. Or I should say spinning my tires a little bit here. We took a bunch of their planets, but we did not, can't find the one they took of mine. In any case, though, we really need to start moving on to the next systems. We have some defensive fleets over here. Oh. They're coming to bombard? Oh, they're not going to make it very far. Alright, so this is what I understand about the AI. Like, you're moving to this spaceport. And I think it's because there's a raiding fleet over here that's coming. But you have a enemy that's actively bombarding a planet right next to you. And you're just going to ignore it. Well, you were just going to ignore it. Now you're not. I'm going to force you to go. Hopefully before it gets destroyed. So the enemy never bombarded in the old game. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised they're using that as a tactic. All right, now we can pop you back on defend, and you can get back to whatever you were doing. But now you have the ability to go back and do what you were doing before, and you're not sitting there. Oh, this AI sometimes is a bit much. All right, we got to move on to the next planet. We can't be lollygagging around like this all the time. Who's loading up these troops? All right, our tech is up to 8,200. Pretty solid. All right, who's our next target? You're trying to retrofit over here. I feel like they're all pushing towards my home systems. They're all really weak. They don't have a lot of hit points. They're mostly out of fuel. They have no troops. Nothing nothing other than annoying over there. Hopefully it just stays that way. All right, let's move on to down here. It looks like a pretty weak planet overall. I really want to get this other invasion fleet moving over in this direction because we're going to need the reinforcements to take all these planets. It looks like we got some troops built up over here. Go load them up real quick. What are you guys doing over there? Take the orbital battery out, and then let's invade the planet. Alright, that's probably enough. Maybe a little too much, to be honest. Hopefully I don't take out the whole planet. Alright, let's invade. But you got plenty of fuel, so refueling shouldn't be much of a problem. Oh, AFO3 made its way over here. Nice. So it is already flying around and clearing a path for us. Uh-oh, colony invasion. Where is this at? Oh, When did we get that planet? Oh, that's fine. They can have that one. That was kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. I love how they were just sitting there getting shot at, and they're like, oh, maybe we should fight back. Seems like a good idea. Is that our ships getting destroyed or their ships getting destroyed? I think it's mostly theirs. They're, on paper, more powerful than we are. And we're getting kind of beat up over here a little bit. Let's reduce the colony corruption. All right, I think we're making our way over here. All right, looks like Fleet 3 is here to bail us out. All right, always feels good to take out one of their big ships. All right, that should be chasing them away for the most part. We need to queue up some more tech now. Go for some invasion tech because we seem to be needing that. These are old techs, but we can knock them out just to be done with them. Speaking of, how's this whole situation going? Oh, he's all repaired. Flying around attacking stuff, huh? Who's that? All right, let's go retire it again. See if I could cheat some more tech out of it. All right, we're back to repairing it. I don't know if we actually skimmed any tech that time. I don't think we did. I think our tech is probably caught up to it. Maybe slightly better. Alright, looks like we're going to automatically load some troops. I don't know what troops we have over here, but we must have some. Oh yeah. Apparently a good amount. Alright, so we're back in business. We got troops. We got... looks like fleets in both bases. Alright, so AFO1, let's move you over here and go attack the next planet in line. This one should be real straightforward. Oh, I don't even need to... I mean, let's go over here just to scare anything out if there's something in this area, but we can invade this planet. Just our transports. Why'd you guys stop? You're heading back up there? Why don't you come here where the enemies are actively bombarding your planet? Seems like that might be a good idea. Just saying. Or leave, you know, whatever. I just don't want them destroying the population of the planet. Alright, this one should be a no-brainer. We should be able to invade this no problem. Are we over here yet? We are for the most part. We actually don't need to head over here at all. We can kind of leapfrog right to this system. But before we do that, we got to get these guys over here. Go take out this orbital battery. All right, we'll put you on automatic. We gotta get these guys to refuel at some point. Let's just bombard the colony real quick so they don't destroy my transport ships. Let's get nice and close to the planet, invade it, and then we should be good. Well, I didn't mean to jump to the other side of the system. Okay, we've taken over the colony. Looks like there was an immediate rebellion. Easy to suppress. Still super negative. Hopefully this gets built pretty quick. We're not going to be able to take people off that planet for some time. Definitely need to refuel over here. Oh, there's no fuel. Cool. Well, I suppose you guys are the closest. So let's come down here and clear this out if we can. All right, so I think we are in a pretty good spot. I'm definitely not exactly where we'd want to be, but we did take all the planets along the bottom like we said we were going to. And we are positioned to take the planets up here next. There's this guy over here. So I think, I mean, the war weariness is ticking up. We do have a couple angry colonies. I do need to be a little bit mindful of that. So I actually think we might want to pause the aggression and then go after him again in a little bit. But I got to wait for these angry colonies to calm down because I don't want to declare peace and then them end up getting those planets back. That would be pretty bad. Actually unload troops onto this planet. All right, we're down to one angry colony. It's probably this one because this one was building quicker. Yeah, this one looks less unhappy. All right, as soon as this is done, I think we can go to peace for a little while. I'm hoping these guys will want to go to peace. They just harass me for no reason. I'll let them declare peace with me. All right, we are almost done here. almost. And then I can go to peace. Then I can change my government. And then our stage is set for the next go around. Colony invaded. Oh. Hello. What do you guys think you're doing? Interesting. You are getting aggressive with me. You haven't declared war, but you are invading my planets. Well, I mean, two can play at that game. We're just gonna bombard it into oblivion and kill all your troops. How you like that? And now we'll recolonize the planet. Okay, so we are good to go to peace. They are happy enough with us. Go ahead and talk to them real quick. Let's negotiate a deal. I want peace. I want every possible base you can give me. I will show you galaxy map. 860,000. I'll take it. Yeah, they got 17 planets left. Their military strength is weakened. Still sizable compared to ours. These guys annoyed me with the crap they just pulled. Alright, give me my spies back. Talk to the Shakturi. They don't do a lot of talking. Oh, the yellow guys got wiped out. That is way too expensive. We're not going to peace with them yet. However, before I forget, let's change our government. So we want to go to a way of darkness. All right, and then the last thing we'll do is just take a quick gander at the victory conditions. So we are 4th place still, which is where we have been for a while. However, we knocked the Dumbridan Empire down to 7th. The Ignatia Order, Shakturi, and the Wise Communal League are the next targets. So I have a lot of scaling to do. I am definitely behind the 8 ball here, especially with my fleets. Troops have been building up slowly, but fleets are a problem. So I need to build a lot more. I need to build way more attack fleets, way more defense fleets. I need to scale up the military. I do need to retrofit my ships. Probably going to wait until I get this weapon tech. And fuel storage. So I'll wait for these techs to get knocked out. And then I'll retrofit, because that's going to give me some pretty significant advances with my ships, which is what I definitely need. I already have the shields, but it'd be good to get the rest. And then aside from that, I think the next thing I need to do, let's do instant acceleration just to get our swift vectors. And then probably improve our fighter ships as much as we can. I did get the heavy bombers, so I do have to build that up as well. So I feel like we're finally getting caught up on the tech, or maybe even ahead in some instances. Get these next researches done. This will take a little while, but we should probably do this. I think that positions us pretty well for the next episode. We can start studying more of this stuff, knock this off the list. I do want to do more of these enhancements because they are, you know, they help with the crew capacity, maintenance savings gets better. I mean, if I could reduce the cost of ships to almost next to nothing, that would be amazing. So thinking we invest some money into that as well, because that's going to help the economy, and then we'll go from there. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.